Bravo, little sparrow. Bravo. Your wisdom, your cunning, your phenomenal detective skills have all led you where exactly? To another successful case solved? To a mystery uncovered? To a villain captured? Or did it all lead you right into my trap? And now the tiny bird is finally in her cage. Look around you, Sparrow. Appreciate these bars, because they're going to be your home for a very, very long time. I thought it would take so much more to capture the so-called brilliant protege of the renowned Dark Cloud. This wasn't even supposed to work. It was just a test designed to examine you for your flaws. You see, you've been closely monitored ever since you set foot in this abandoned amusement park. I know, a little too Scooby-Doo, isn't it? But what can I say? The setting was perfect for my needs. I needed to get you alone in a place where I could examine you closely in a number of ways. After evading my bumper car trap, my haunted house, and my mirror maze dungeon, I didn't think that you'd so easily let yourself get taken by this falling cage in a warehouse. It's not even one of the amusements, for God's sake. It's just an empty building. But now you're here, and you're mine. You're all mine. Well, aren't you going to say anything? You're just standing there stoically. I can't say I blame you, I suppose. You must be a little awestruck to finally be so close to the mastermind of your demise, the ingenious hedgehog. Hey, stop that! That! That snickering right there, you stop that! Don't you laugh at my name! Hedgehog is an amazing supervillain name. It is so! It is! Hedgehogs are friggin' cool. They have spines to stick you with. They're primarily nocturnal, so they're mysterious creatures of the night like me. And they can eat up to a third of their body weight in one night. No, I don't know why that's a particularly villainous and scary feature. It's just cool trivia about hedgehogs. And hedgehogs are cute. I love them. So just stop ragging on them already. Where was I? Oh, yes. What do all of you goody two-shoes like to say? You'll never get whatever it is you're planning. To that, dear girl, I say that this is what I was planning. My master plan has already succeeded because, you see, I was after you. That's right. You, little sparrow, are mine. And now that I have you, I, the brilliant hedgehog, will... Would you stop it with your snickering already? Yes, you did. Don't deny it. You snicker every time I say my name. Like, Sparrow is so much better. Ooh, I'm a little bird that flits around with no purpose. That name will strike fear into evildoers everywhere. That was not mean. Well, if it was, you started it. If you're really sorry, then you'll stop snickering. Good. I accept your apology. I will get on with it. Now, where was I again? Oh, yeah. And now that I have you, I, the brilliant hedgehog, your arch nemesis, will. Hey, you said you weren't going to snicker anymore. What? I am too your arch nemesis. Look here, I brought the spreadsheets to prove it. Look, these charts show your crime fighting habits, the range of supervillains you've encountered, the number of minutes spent fighting each one, the number of minutes you've prepared for each one, the number of times you've encountered each one. Look, the total amount of time you've spent with me, the effort you've spent evading all of my traps, and the preparations you put into encountering me far exceed that of any other villain. How I know about your prep time isn't important right now. I already told you I'm brilliant. The stain? Ha! That 2-bit hack? You've only fought him 3 times. You spent a total of 214 minutes in preparation combined, and you caught him twice. He's currently spending 3 months in prison on minor assault charges and vandalism. I'd hardly consider him either a serious criminal or your arch nemesis. You have 2. Look here on page 24 of my binder. There it is in black and white. You see? This may be the first time we've ever spoken face to face, but you've encountered and evaded my traps 15 times. And the minutes you've spent pondering who I am and how to find me have exceeded those of the stain tenfold. By the way, you want to talk about lame names? The stain? Really? Ugh. No, the Viper doesn't count. Yes, you faced him several more times, and he's a murderer and a thief. But all but one of the times you fought him was with Dark Cloud, and the one time without him was on accident. He's Dark Cloud's arch nemesis, not yours. No, he can't be yours too. That's not how it works. It just doesn't, that's why. No, you're stupid. Okay, look, this isn't getting us anywhere. Here, take this. Yes, this. Take this spreadsheet. It gives a rating to every single villain you've ever faced, based on the categories I just mentioned, as well as the attempted crimes, public concern, and even other issues such as environmental impact. Yeah, you should be impressed. You see, I have the highest rating by far. Arch nemesis right here, babe. Now, can we get back to the task at hand? Thank you. After that, my dear girl, once you're secured in my secret lair, I will. Oh, what now? Oh, you're right. I wasn't quite there yet. Thanks for that. Fell into my trap. Scooby Doo, I'm brilliant. Oh, I found it. And now that I have you, I, the brilliant hedgehog, will. Hey, you said you weren't gonna snicker anymore. You promised. Would you stop? It's not my fault. Okay, I admit it. I would have chosen something cooler as well, but this name was given to me. I became the hedgehog because I was contacted by a super smart magical hedgehog named Hermes. My latent psychic powers were revealed to me when he contacted me to let me know that I should take on the moniker Hedgehog and trap you in order to make you mine. Because you and I have some sort of mystical connection. I can't explain it. I can only tell you that it's true. We're destined to be together. Well, yeah, I guess that does explain my motivation, my plan, and my goal. Damn it, I wanted to do all that mysterious and exotic like. You ruined my monologue. Now this whole thing feels lame and useless, just like me. You probably think I'm lame and useless too. You are not sorry. Don't lie to me. I'm your villain. Why should you care if I feel bad about that? Right. Your arch nemesis. The ingenious hedgehog, arch nemesis of the amazing Sparrow. God, it's really hitting me now how lame that sounds. I'm pathetic. I am too pathetic. If I wasn't so pathetic, I would have had you by now. That's what I said 15 times. You probably don't even realize that half of them were even traps. Well, for one, the hospital in Tuskegee was a trap. You were to wander in following the clues I gave you to a particular room where you'd have been gassed and then tied to one of the gurneys for transport. No, I was never able to set it off. Even though it was an old hospital and not being used anymore, a homeless man wandered in looking for help. He'd cut himself up pretty bad, so I drove him to a nearby hospital and then paid for his care. By the time I got back, you were gone. It was too late to set off my trap. There was also the supposed bank robbery at the First and Third Bank downtown. Yeah, that one. I was waiting for you with a net of all things. Now that I think about it, it feels like a plot Wile E. Coyote cooked up. No, I never robbed the bank. I paid the tellers $1,000 each to go along with my plan to trap you. Told them it was a Valentine's Day role play for my girlfriend. They went along with it. They both thought it was pretty romantic, actually. They were really excited to participate. No, that was unintended. A real bank robber showed up while I was poised and hidden. He didn't realize the alarm had already been raised and that you were just outside. You snagged him and took him off to jail while I remained hidden. I couldn't have caught you then. It would have put lives in danger from the real bank robber. That part was kind of surreal. The tellers thought it was all part of the role play. They weren't scared, but they were trying to act scared, like it was a high school film project or something. One of them even asked if he could redo his last line at one point. He didn't feel like he'd nailed the right emotion. Really confused the bank robber. I thanked them all and left right after you took the guy away. Well, I tried at a bowling alley once, a grocery store twice, an aviary. I thought it'd be particularly fun to trap the Sparrow there. Out on the street a number of times. I got you to each location with a message, a riddle, a clue, or just a flat out anonymous call warning you of trouble. Oh, and I set a trap in that abandoned warehouse on the east side. But right before you got there, a neighbor's golden retriever had gotten loose and almost sprung it. I stopped him before he did so. I didn't want him to get hurt. That would have been terrible. He was such a good boy. I was hiding with him in a closet when you wandered in, looked around, and then left. I've been monitoring you for a while. To be honest, I must have hundreds of hours of footage of you. I watch it all the time. Uh, yeah. I know we haven't actually been facing each other long enough to have built up a collection that large. You see, I started monitoring you before I knew you were Sparrow. Right. I kinda know your secret identity. Well, that's not my fault. How could I have known who you really were? I was just following the mystical hedgehog's advice to claim my spiritual soulmate. That was the girl at my school, not the amazing crime fighter. Imagine my shock when I saw you don your hero outfit for the first time and head out to do battle. It is not an invasion of privacy. It's it's magical soulmate destiny business. You monitor people too that you're trying to protect. It is too the same thing. I was trying to help you. Yeah, I go by David. It's my middle name. Benjamin's my first name, but I've always liked David better. It just has something to it that. Holy crap, you know my name! You know my secret identity? How? You've been monitoring me? How dare you? That's an invasion of my privacy! It is different. Mine was out of love. Yours was just. Wait, why were you monitoring me? No, that makes sense. You are a great detective after all. Stands to reason that you would figure me out after time. So then, why didn't you just approach me? What's this? What are you handing me? These are my designs. These are the blueprints for my traps. You knew about all of them? Wait, that means you knew about this cage. You let yourself be caught. But why? I don't know about that. Saying I haven't committed any real crime in your opinion feels a little off. I mean, I know I never hurt anybody. I actually gave people money. That's right. And I helped the dog. But I was trying to kidnap you the whole time. That's gotta count for something. Right. Designs of a mystical hedgehog from another dimension don't really fall under the purview of our laws, do they? So, what now? Nah, you can get out. I couldn't fix the rusted lock in time for your arrival. The door is simply being held shut with zip ties. Okay, if that's what you want. We'll start with one date and see where it goes from there. I'd like that. I'd like that very much. Hey, look! My master plan worked! I've got you! Tell you what, you pick the venue, I'll pay for the meal. And you can buy me a hedgehog plushie of your choice. Can I drive you home? I know where you live. And I know you grappled through the streets to get here. You didn't drive. Fine, I'll just have to be content with watching my best of collection tonight. Do I have to delete all of it? I don't want to. Even the ones where you're sleeping with a teddy bear? Those are so cute as well as relaxing. They've helped me go to sleep several nights. You do too sleep with a teddy bear, and I have the video to prove it. Don't you try to deny it.